You know, in India, some landscapes do more than just take your breath away, they tell you a story. Today, we're going to take a journey across the country, looking into its very soul by exploring its most iconic lakes. So, let's dive right in. This quote from our source material really gets to the heart of it. We're about to see how these huge bodies of water are so much more than what you see on the surface. They are, quite literally, living reflections of the people, the history, and the spirit of the land all around them. So our journey is going to start way up high in the north, right in the middle of the breathtaking peaks of the Himalayas. This is where you'll find lakes that are just as majestic as the mountains that hold them. Okay, first stop, the legendary Dal Lake in Srinagar. Now, this isn't just some pretty picture you look at. It's a buzzing, living, breathing community. Just imagine it. You're gliding on a traditional shikara boat right at dawn. The mist is rising off the water, and you're surrounded by floating markets and gardens where people actually live and work. It is an entire world on water. Truly, the jewel of Kashmir. From the bustling life on Dal Lake, we're going to climb even higher. We're talking over 13,000 feet up in Ladakh to see Pangong Tso. The real key here is in its description, a marvel of shifting colors. And it's so true. Depending on the sunlight, this lake can transform from this brilliant deep blue to a soft green, and sometimes even gray. It's a place of just stark, raw, and almost otherworldly beauty. All right, let's head south and east now to explore lakes that are the absolute lifeblood of their regions. I mean, these places shape both the environment and the day-to-day lives of millions of people. And here we are, welcome to Kerala's Vembanad Lake. It's the longest lake in India, and it is the heart of its famous backwaters. Life here, well, it just moves at a different rhythm. It's fringed with coconut palms, it's a vital ecosystem for all sorts of migratory birds, and it provides a living for countless people through fishing and farming. It's just a perfect picture of humanity and nature living together. So from those serene backwaters, we're going to journey to Manipur, way out in the northeast, to a lake that honestly seems like something out of a fantasy novel. Loktak Lake is famous for its completely unique floating islands, creating a landscape that is unlike anywhere else on Earth. So these floating islands, they have a name, Fumdis, and they're not just little patches of grass. We're talking about massive, solid land masses that can support homes and even a national park. In fact, it's the only floating one in the entire world, and it's the last natural home of the endangered Sangai deer. Just incredible. Staying in the east, we arrive at Chilika Lake in Odisha, and the sheer scale of this place is just staggering. As Asia's largest brackish water lagoon, it's a major ecological hotspot, especially if you're a birdwatcher. In the winter, it becomes this vibrant spectacle, hosting huge flocks of flamingos and tons of other migratory birds. Okay, let's shift gears. We're moving to the arid plains of Rajasthan and the Himalayan foothills, where lakes serve two very different but equally vital purposes: industry and spirituality. You know, this slide captures the contrast perfectly. On one side, you've got Sambar Lake, this vast, shimmering salt flat that's a cornerstone of India's salt production. It's a place of stark, almost industrial beauty. And then on the other side, you have the small, sacred Pushkar Lake, surrounded by temples where pilgrims travel to purify themselves. Two lakes, one state, showing completely different sides of life. And this spiritual connection to water, it's a theme that just keeps coming up. Whether it's Naini Lake, which is believed to be the eye of a goddess, or Rewalsar Lake, which is revered by 3 different faiths, these aren't just scenic spots. They are truly sacred sites, woven deep into the fabric of mythology and belief. So, we've journeyed through all of this breathtaking beauty and deep cultural meaning. But the legacy of these incredible lakes is actually incredibly fragile. And this is the question we really have to ask ourselves, right? We've seen these timeless seeming landscapes, but their future is far from guaranteed. The threats are very real, and they're varied. As you can see right here, Dal Lake is battling pollution and encroachment from the city growing around it. In Kerala, Vembanad isn't just shrinking. Its very existence as a life-giving wetland is at risk. And Loktak's one-of-a-kind ecosystem is under immense pressure. And look, these aren't isolated problems. They are widespread challenges facing these natural treasures. So it all really comes down to finding a very delicate balance. How do we let people experience these incredible places without destroying the very things that make them so special in the first place? It's a tough conflict between appreciation and preservation, and it affects both the natural environment and the cultural heritage that's tied so deeply to it. And so, we're going to end with this question, which is really a call to action. These lakes are living mirrors. They don't just reflect mountains and skies, they reflect our own relationship with the natural world. Protecting them means protecting a vital part of India's very identity for generations to come. Thanks for joining me on this journey.